Yeah, screw it. Let's go for it.
Naomi Kobe in Johannesburg.
Let's try this once again, because it's such an important story for the area of Freiburg. And if you're a big horse racing fan, you know why I'm going to keep on trying to get this interview right. There seems to be a signal issue from our guest side, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Why? Because it's Saturday and I can. Freiburg is getting ready to host the Lobelo la Dipitsi traditional horse race. It is coming up next Saturday, I mentioned, but it's not just about the horse racing. Yes, it's why people are coming. It's going to be a great event, but it's also about bringing community members together and what it could do for local economies. So it's focusing some kind of attention on the area, but also for local economic development. So I'm going to try this one more time with the Northwest Economic Development, MEC Bitsa Lenkopane, making time for us this morning. MEC, I hope you can hear me. At least if you can, good morning. Tell me, how ready are you for the event? Hello.
Good morning, Gert. I think I can hear you from that side. We are indeed
Yes, yes.
we are indeed ready as the Northwest to host that very important activity. It is an activity that the MEC has pronounced for government of the Northwest because, like you have rightfully said, it seeks to bring people together, which then tells more about tourism. It seeks to, as people come together, it then says there's a lot where they are going to eat, where they are going to sell, where they are going to buy, and that itself takes us to the making them to access flea market, and as a result, the informal and formal traders can benefit. But key to that also is a demonstration of our trans-Kalahari relations with Botswana, Namibia, and Lesotho. Will be hosting them. We are ready because authorization has been given. The National Horse Racing Authority has given us a pass on the races. We have engaged with all the stakeholders, and we are confident that even the Premier has blessed this. So it is not actually a Freiburg thing. It is a provincial thing. It is a national thing because it seeks to make our people benefit and enjoy themselves together. It speaks more of social cohesion. It speaks more of sports. It speaks more of extension of our licensing. The horse riding, the total Zeta license that we are to launch, as well as the four racing where the CIS is actually the ones that are sponsoring. So it's a clear indication that gambling is part of the revenue enhancers in this province. And we are excited to see all those who will be there. Tickets are ready, and other activities that will be happening are included in the poster that is out, including the website of the Northwest Gambling Board.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a wonderful day. We're looking at some of the visuals from similar races in the past, MEC. What's your hope from an economic development perspective? It's obviously your main portfolio. What are you hoping? Have you got a target in mind, a certain amount of money to be made, or how do you measure economic development around this event? What's your hope? What's your wish?
Guys, we have already dispatched some researchers to be on the ground. I can tell you we're going to have quite a number of jobs that are informal that are going to happen, but also we are also going to create what we call the flea markets, where the informal and the formal traders are going to display their items and they will then be sold. But we also have those that are owning the B&Bs and the lodges around the area. Obviously, people will want to sleep, and tourism, including the tourism industry, will also be of benefit. But also key, those who will be participating in the horse racing and riding, they also stand a better chance to have their own licenses. They can easily apply because they are empowered. And as they participate, they will also be receiving prizes. So there's a lot of money that will be running. We have not yet finalized, but the MEC intends to brief the public immediately after for the purpose of the impact. We have dispatched researchers. They are on the ground, and hopefully on the 28th, I'll be boldly telling the projections that we are looking at, but we have created that opportunity for our people at all in all aspects.
And Yeah, I certainly hope so, MEC. Just a last question then, just on the key partnerships, because we know this event has been moved a few times. There were some logistical issues from the organizers' side. There were a couple of problems. I'm glad it's happening now. But key partnerships are going to be instrumental in making sure that this event, come the 29th, is going to be a success. Tell me about those partnerships and why those are so important, especially when it comes to economic development.
I'll tell you about the participation of the four-raising licensee. It's one of our licensees. Of course, they are operating from Gauteng, but they also have operations this side. So their CSIs are also used. They have contributed a lot. The department has contributed, but also the gambling board itself has contributed. We have also invited other stakeholders who are in business for purpose of coming to participate so that they benefit. This is actually a provincial thing, and it's not only people of Vryburg who will be participating. We've got riding people who will be coming from Kagisano Molopo, the greater Khetleng in the Bojanala, including Akamudiri Molema and Dr. KK. We also have people from Lesotho, Namibia, and Botswana. So it's a clear indication that the collaboration of the two countries in terms of Trans-Kalahari, they will also be here to benchmark, because we want to shift the notion that says gambling is only for urban areas, that even in our villages, even in our rural establishments, we can have our people starting to benefit, because horse riding in its nature has long been there for some years, but people were not benefiting. So it then becomes commercialized. They then stand a better chance to be developed and empowered, and in the near future, they will have their own licenses. So it's actually a lot.
It makes sense. It does make sense, MEC, and I wish you all the very best for the event. I'm glad you spoke about the horse racing licenses as well, the commercialization, because that's the point of this as well. Yes, it's a fun day out, but also very important for the local economic development. MEC, thank you for holding on. I'm so glad we could sort out the bugs from your side and get the interview on air. Northwest Economic Development, MEC Bitsa Lenkopane, making time for us this morning. So it's all going to be taking place next Saturday. It is the Lobelo La Dipitsi traditional horse race. It's a very different look, a very different style to what you'd see at a regular racetrack, but that's what makes it so very, very exciting. 21 minutes, almost 22 minutes after